Okay, so we're the Campbell family. My name's Brad Campbell. This is my wife Amy and our little guy Tice. Tice is our only child right now. And as you can see, my wife's pregnant with number 2, due on Thanksgiving Day actually. So we're hoping that we can be thankful for a good pregnancy. So when Tice was about 20 months old, we noticed a lump in his left calf. Basically his whole left leg from the knee down was swollen, and it got us kind of concerned. We later went from scan to scan, kind of punch after punch, and learned that he was actually diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma. It's a soft tissue cancer, and when that happened, it just kind of turned our world upside down. The worst fears as a parent has come true, and with Tice being our only and our only child, it takes a lot out of us. So we were given the option, living in Fernley, to either go to California or to come to Utah, and we chose to come to Primary Children's Hospital and to be close to family members. So Tice has been undergoing treatment at Primary Children's. He's in his 11th week out of 43 weeks. We'll be here in Salt Lake for about a year, maybe a little bit over a year, while he receives his treatment. Tice has always been super active, super smart. He's just a go-getter. The doctors talk about after his treatment how he'll be knocked down, or how he won't be feeling the best, or else he'll sleep more than he usually does, which is never. It's never the case with Tice. After treatment, he bounces right back. It's like nothing ever happened. And when we go out, we get to go out with Tice sometimes, and we'll meet people, and we'll see him. He doesn't have any hair, but they would never in a million years would they guess that he had cancer.
Okay, so Tice's birthday is on November 2nd, and he's turning 2 years old. And as you can see, he's super active. He's such a fun little boy, and his surgery, his leg amputation, is November 12th. And just as his mom, I'm so scared. I'm so worried about it, because he's always been so active, and he just runs around and he rides his bike, and I'm so worried of what the initial shock of it will be like he's gonna climb out of bed and just face plant. I don't know, I'm just scared.
So with Tice and how active he is, and just how well he retains things, how we've been able as his parents to see him grow, and to just see how tough he really is. We've always felt that if there's anybody that could do this, it'd be Tice. In fact, that's one of the first things that my dad said when he was first diagnosed. And as a family, we're just there to support him, and he's a tough little guy, and he'll continue to be strong and to kick its butt. Thank you, Brighton High School, for being a part of our lives and an important part of Tice's life. We'll always remember you guys.
Okay, so this is Devin Stewart. Devin is 17 years old. He goes to Leighton High School, and Devin was diagnosed with osteosarcoma on December 26th. So the day after Christmas, we got a phone call from the doctor saying that he had cancer, and it was a little bit of a shock to us.
But Devin, he was at a high school dance with one of his dearest friends, and he came home that night, and his leg just really bothering him. And the next day we ended up at Primary Children's Hospital in the ER. And so New Year's came and went, and Devin was not back to school. He started his first chemo round on the 2nd of January. And all of the students were wondering where he was. They were really worried. We sent him for his first week of chemo, and he was bound and determined to show up at school like the next day. He wanted everybody to know that he was okay. Devin loves basketball. He loves basketball. He loves to ride on his bike. And he told the surgeon, he said, I don't care what you do, if you chop my leg off, if I have to have it amputated, if I have to have it, other thing. I just want to be able to play basketball, and I just want to be able to ride my bike. Devin did really well with the chemo. He had the tumor removed on March 19th. They removed just above the knee, all the way down to about 3/4 of his tibia was removed, and titanium was placed in his leg. So everything was going smoothly, and on the 26th of July, he contracted a bacterial infection in his colon. He was rushed to the ER. He got increasingly worse, and by that Monday, we were told by the nurses and doctors that we should call our family and say our goodbyes to him. We had a 10% chance that he would live if we had a surgery done to remove the colon in his stomach. But he had such a huge support with the students that it made it really easy for him. I know that a lot of the times we have this idea of who gets cancer and who doesn't. And a lot of the times we hear about Ethan, these young kids getting it and fighting a fight. But it affects our teenagers too. It affects everything about you guys too. It affects your lives too. It's humbling to be on the other end. It's easy to raise money and give. It's really humbling to be on the other end to receive. And I hope that you guys realize how much of an impact you truly have in doing this, in bringing a community together and finding good in a really, really, really bad situation.
Hi!
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we tell them thank you, Brighton High, student body?
I'm Lauren. This is Elena.
I'm Dylan. This is our little guy Ryder.
And Elena was diagnosed with stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma on August 18th.
And she's basically been going through the chemo and all the treatments.
She's done really well. This last round's been pretty rough. She's been really sick. But when she's not throwing up, she's super happy and dancing and playing with her Great Dane. Something weird, though, is prior to her being diagnosed, she couldn't talk. She said a couple words like mama and dada, but other than that, she wasn't really talking. And so I was hounding her pediatrician, thinking that she needed tubes in her ears, and then as soon as she was diagnosed with cancer, now she has a 20 to 30 word vocabulary, and it was like overnight. She's super happy. You wouldn't even be able to tell that she has cancer other than the fact that she has a cute little bald head.
And that's what I've realized is, that's what everybody's scared of. When you first find out cancer, the first thing you think is them losing their hair. And that's what makes it obvious that something is wrong.
Yeah, I was terrified. I thought she was gonna look really sick. And then when we decided to shave her head, because she was pulling chunks of it out and giving it to everybody as like gifts, once we actually shaved her head, I was like, she kind of looks cuter with a bald head than she did with hair.
This seems normal to us now, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's like maybe to some people she looks sick, but she acts normal.
What? Come help us, come here.
Come here.
But she's definitely still got her personality, if not more, so.
Yep, she's got a big old attitude. Yeah, ever since finding out she was sick, a lot of people have come together for us, and it's been a really humbling situation. We've gotten to know a lot of really good people. It's been, as hard as it's been to know that she has cancer, it makes it a lot easier when you have so many people there to lift you up. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this?
Say Elena.
Lena. And Spooky. Daddy. Rai Rai. Papa. This way. Say thank you.
Thank you, Brighton High School.
Thank you, Brighton High School. We appreciate this so much. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.